Welcome to a brand new edition of Big Ooh Top 20 Countdown. This week we're counting down the top 20 gospel songs, year-end gospel songs according to who? Billboard.com. And we're talking to our guest, Teresa Hillard. Let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song is one of my absolute favorites, and it's from the awesome Travis Green and Ford City. And this song featuring Dinar. This song is called Tent Revival. Let's get into it. Tent Revival by Travis Green and Ford City featuring Dinar on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 19 song. Lamo Blaze, Lecrae, and Happy with Gyra, My Provider remix. We're talking to our guest, Teresa. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Olu. I'm doing well. I'm so happy to be here. Finally, we were able to connect, right? We've
Yes,
been trying for a few weeks,
yes.
couple of months, actually.
For real, for real. So, tell my listeners about yourself.
I'm sorry, you said what? Tell your listeners
Tell
about
everybody.
myself. Well,
Yes.
okay. Well, first of all, I am a child of God, first and foremost, right? We met
All right,
actually
man.
at church, the
Yes.
United Methodist Church. I am a child of God. I'm a lawyer by trade. I am the daughter of a wonderful Air Force veteran, small business owner. My mom passed away 2016. She was a wonderful woman, federal worker. My sisters and I, we were raised in a working class family. I was instilled values of trust, resilience, honesty, commitment to community, faith, and family. Um, Right now, I'm a graduated from McGeorge School of Law. I have
Oh
a
wow!
public leadership
Congratulations.
credential. Thank you. Public credential from Harvard Kennedy School of Government and Public Policy. I serve on the board of the Los Angeles County Bar Association, one of the largest bar associations in the nation. I am
Wow.
the past chair of the real property section. I'll stop there, right? Or you want me to
Wow.
continue?
List them all. List them all. That's what you want to do.
Okay, well, I serve on the Government Liaison Committee of the Downtown Los Angeles County, Los Angeles Neighborhood Council. I am part of the South Park Neighborhood Association or Political Action Committee. I love people, love God. I am a fur mom. My fur baby is Chloe, who's Maltese mixed with something, but we all are, right? And that's in a
Yes,
nutshell,
we
that's who
are.
I am. And I'm running for the Los Angeles City Council for CD14, but I'm sure we'll get into that a little later.
Definitely get into that. What made you choose a career in law?
Oh, okay. Well, I started out, working at Burger King. And what made me choose
Hmm.
law, I guess? Yeah, from Burger King, I went into corporate America. From corporate America, I went to school, undergrad school. Then I graduated. I went back into corporate America. Then I went back to school. And then I
Mhm.
decided to go back into UC Berkeley. I was working at UC
Hmm.
Berkeley in the California Alumni Association. And it was just on being
Okay.
on campus and higher learning with all of the youth and all these ideals, and they're going to come and change the world. And while I was on campus, something just started going off in me. And I said, if I don't go to school now, I'll never go. So I left there and I went to law school, and I had a wonderful time doing it. So it was
Mhm.
just being on the campus and wanting to make a difference.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna talk more to our guest Teresa, but let's get back into this countdown. The number 8 song comes from Torrin Wells and Erica Campbell. This song is called Up. Simply titled Up. Let's get into it. Torrin Wells and Erica Campbell Up on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, the number 17 song was by one of my absolute favorites, the CC Winans, and that is one of the number 17 song is called I've Got Joy. That's really one of my absolute favorites on the countdown. We're talking to our guest, Teresa. Teresa, man, you doing a lot. You have a lot going on. We're going to talk about your office. Why are you running for office? What made you choose to run office during this time?
Well, in 2020, we had the pandemic. And if you ever
Yes.
seen The Matrix, have you seen The Matrix? The movie The
Yes, I
Matrix?
have.
Okay, I just
Yes.
got unplugged from The Matrix, if I can use that analogy. I just got unplugged from The Matrix. So we had the pandemic happening, we had George Floyd, we had the Ahmaud Arbery, we had the Breonna Taylor, we had the uprisings, and I live downtown, the uprisings in downtown. I was hit by an 18-wheeler on Highway 5 on Cinco de Mayo. My car was totaled. I started taking the bus. And when I started taking the bus, I could really see at ground level the hurt, the hardship, the struggles of life weighing heavy on people. And that just, everything just bothered me. And I said, the very people that need to be at City Hall advocating for themselves, they can't. They're just trying to survive, making it day to day, just trying to survive. So I said, okay, well, send me. I'll do it. I'll be that advocate. So it was all of the social ills that were going on. I started paying attention closely to our elected officials. It was, you know, at the time, the councilman was indicted for corruption. Then the current councilman that's in office now, at the time, 2020, he was rumored to run. It was a rumor that he was going to run for mayor, which we all know he did and lost. And it was just all of that together, Olu, that made me decide, you know, we deserve better. CD14 deserves better. CD14s deserve a council person who wants to be there, who's wants to listen to people, who wants to really make a difference in their lives, who will not just be there for their own selfish gain, but really want to make a difference in the lives of others. And so I decided, hey, you know, we need to do something different. What we're doing is not working. And, you know, the career politicians that we've been voting in year after year, election cycle after election cycle, it's not working anymore. We need to do something different. So I'm calling for all of the constituents to reimagine leadership. We have to do something different. And I'm giving them something different.
That's right. That's right. We're going to talk more to our guest, Teresa, but let's get back into this countdown. The number 16 song comes from Kanye West. The song is called Praise God. Let's get into it. Number 16, Praise God by Kanye West on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 15 song. I feel all right. Let me tell you, feel all right by Erica Campbell, one of my favorites on this countdown. You guys, it's one of my favorites. You guys, let's time to get to the extra song. The extra song, I know people say, why you always play your song? But you know, I'm giving you guys a taste of what's coming up next month. Because in February, we're coming out with my 25th album called Return to the Love Room. And this is one of the songs, and this is a gospel song from it. This song is called Agape Love. Let's get into it. My song, Agape Love on Big O's Big O's Top 20 Countdown. I stole that from Soul Train. Yeah, y'all. That was my song, the first extra song of the week. I know you're like, why is he doing that? But yeah, it's my countdown. I'll do what I want to do. But we're talking to our guest,
That's right.
Miss
Hey,
Teresa.
that's right. You do what you want to do. That's right. It's your
Yeah.
prerogative.
All right, now we're talking to our guest, Miss Teresa Hillary. I'm sorry, Teresa. What is one of the issues that you're when that's most important to you as you're running? What is your platform?
Homelessness.
Homelessness.
Well, the platform, the democracy, homelessness, affordable housing, businesses, small businesses, and mobility, transportation, mobility, infrastructure. But what I've been on the campaign trail, and we all see it, homelessness, and even the mayor and everyone you ask, homelessness is
Yes.
a huge issue in Los Angeles. Now I'm running
Yes.
for CD14, which includes downtown, the home of Skid Row. And Skid Row
Yes.
has the highest homeless population, not only in LA or the district, but in the nation.
That's
So
true.
depending on what numbers you're looking at, we're in the tens of thousands of, you know,
Yes.
people who are unhoused in
Yes.
Skid Row.
Yes.
And it's not only in Skid Row anymore, it's all over Los Angeles. So this is a huge issue for everybody, you know, and
Yes.
so that's my heart. When I moved here nearly 20 years ago from Vacaville, California, to start my legal career, I really
Okay.
didn't know about this level of poverty, right? I really didn't know about Skid Row. And
Wow.
so I went to a church on 6th and San Pedro. It's called Central City Community Church of the Nazarene. At the time,
Yes.
the pastor was Pastor Jeffrey Thomas. He's passed away since,
May
but
the Lord rest in peace.
rest in peace, my Lord. But he was the pastor there, young pastor out of Claremont. You know, he was really making a difference. I joined that church and was there for about 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Really saw the issues that are, you know, plaguing those who are unhoused at a very up close and personal level, right? I worked side by side with unhoused and housed to address the needs and the challenges that they face. You know, the mental illness issues, the mental health issues, the drug addiction issues, and then just the trauma. A lot of them have trauma from the very young age. You
Yes.
have people who are coming out of the jail system down there. You have people who are coming out, youth coming out of the foster care system. They
Yes.
end up down there. It's just it's heartbreaking, and it's a huge issue. It's a very complicated issue, but I have
Yes.
hope, and I believe that is an issue that we can address. We can't change it or fix it overnight, but we
Yes.
definitely can
Yes.
change the trajectory of it. You know, I've seen transformation up close and personal, and I know it can happen. And transformation, when you do changes from the inside out, that's transformation. When you try
Yes.
and change from the outside in, that's gentrification. That's harmful for the community.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
want to work with those who are there, understanding where they are, meet them where they are, provide them with services and resources that the city has, and empower them to be as strong as they can be in their own community, because Skid Row is a community and it should be respected as such.
Yes.
Acknowledged
I
and
agree with that.
respected.
I agree with that. We're going to talk more to our guests. I have a really great question I want to ask you when we come back. But let's get back into this countdown. The number 14 song comes from Pastor Mike Jr. featuring James Fortune. This song is called Impossible. Let's get into it. Impossible by Pastor Mike Jr. featuring James Fortune on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a three in a row for you. We did Pastor Mike Jr. featuring James Fortune with Impossible at number 14. Number 13 was Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin with Bless Me. Number 12 was Kiera Sheard featuring Pastor Mike Jr. with Miracle. Now it's time to get into the Comedy Corner. The Comedy Corner is one of my absolute favorite gospel comedians. His name is Jonathan Slocum. Let's get into it. The comedy of Jonathan Slocum on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the also comedy of Jonathan Slocum. We're talking to our guest, Miss Teresa. I'm sorry. I know your name.
That's okay.
I
That's
don't know
okay.
what else. How many years have we known each other? We've been knowing each
I
other for
know,
a couple of
right?
years, I
Right.
think. Yeah, like if I don't know your name by now, something's wrong with me.
Well,
But
Sister Teresa,
Sister
that's
Teresa,
right.
I call her Sister. I can't talk today for some reason. Sister Teresa, I know her as that, and
We're
she's
having
a
too
really
much
awesome
fun. We're having
woman.
too much fun. And the
Yes,
gospel
we
music.
are.
Oh, I love the music that you're playing, that you're selecting.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's why I selected because I knew you would like it. I'm not going to come and play. I'm not going to play no rap while you're on here. You're a holy woman. Come on now, come on now.
Oh, come
I
on, wait a minute
respect
now.
you.
No, I know, but you know, I listen to all genre of music. I
Yeah,
try to. I don't listen to all the stuff that's demeaning and degrading, and
yeah,
but I like some of it. I like some of it. Yeah.
yeah. I understand. I understand. Me too. But I'm not going to play that. I'm not here. Okay. Because plus it's so close to Sunday too. Because we're taping this on a Saturday, so if it's close to Sunday, I'm not going to do that. And but we're talking to our guest Teresa. Teresa, when you're elected, what's your number one goal that you would really want to do when you're elected at the position that you want? What's your number one goal that you would like to accomplish?
Well, I want to get everybody involved in the political decision making process. I believe in co-governance. I want to make sure that and work with the neighborhood councils that they are strong, that they are empowered
Mhm.
to do what they were designed to do. And that's meet the needs of the people, be the liaison between the stakeholders throughout
Mhm.
CD14 and government. Right. So
Yeah.
neighborhood councils, I don't know if you know about the system. There are 99 neighborhood councils. They are
Yeah.
elected, but they're volunteers and they're citizens who live in that particular neighborhood. So I
Yes.
want to co-governance with them, and I want to make sure that they know from the city council seat what the issues are, what the challenges are, what our resources are, and I want to know from them what the challenges are, the issues are in their neighborhoods, right? Because I'm one
Yes.
person, I can't be everywhere, but they
Yes.
know what's going on in their backyard. So I want us to co-govern together. I don't want to be
Yes.
behind the scenes with an interest group that has an agenda. I want to
Yes.
make sure that it's public and we're
Mm-hmm.
accountable. My office will be transparent, especially when it comes to finances and money. There's a lot of money that comes into the district, and there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
money that goes out of the district. We, the people, deserve to
Mm-hmm.
know what those funds are and where they're going at all times.
Wow. That's awesome. You've done a
Just
lot. You've done a lot.
making
You've done a
making
lot.
sure the district is transparent, accountable, and address the needs of the people. And that's
That's
why any elected person is there. You
that's
know,
awesome. That's
there's
awesome.
no
That's,
personal agenda for me. There's no
mm-hmm.
personal agenda for me. I'm not wrapped up in status or this position. That's not what it's. I'm not about that either.
Mm-hmm.
Some people go into it and this is all their life. This is not. I'm more to a seat. I want to bring my talent, skills, and abilities to the seat. And I take a human-centered approach to problem solving. I love people, but also it has to make sense, right? Common sense.
Awesome.
And
That's
so
awesome. I can actually see you doing that. I
you
can
see
see you in
that?
that position.
It's
I
my
can see you in that
destiny.
position.
It's my
I
destiny.
can
I
see you
really
behind.
believe
Actually,
that.
right now, you're talking right now. I can actually visualize you on the mic in the city council chambers.
Oh yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're talking to the next city councilwoman for CD14. It's my
That's
destiny.
awesome.
For the first time, I've been here for nearly 20 years. For the first
Yes.
time, I now know why I'm here. Because when I moved here almost 20 years ago, I didn't know anybody. I didn't, I came down here by myself. And really, I was questioning, why am I here? What, why
Yeah.
LA? Why downtown?
Yeah.
And for the first time, I know why I'm here now. And I believe it's a calling. Public
Yes.
service is a calling, and I'm
Yes.
a public servant at heart. I'm a public servant at heart. So I'm going to use my talent, skills, and abilities to meet the needs of the people. And that's what I'm going to do.
That's awesome. You guys want to talk more to our guest, Teresa, Sister Teresa, as I call her. But let's get into this countdown. Let's get back into the countdown. The number, we stopped at number, I don't know where I'm at anymore. The number 11 song, it comes from Jonathan McReynolds. This song is called Your Word. Let's get into it. Your Word by Jonathan McReynolds on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was a number 10 song. Kurt Franklin with All Things. I got a chance to see his documentary about with him and his son. Wow, it was a really awesome, awesome, awesome documentary. I absolutely recommend everybody go see that. See his documentary. I think it's on YouTube. I think. I don't know. But you guys, let's get to the second extra song of the week. Second extra song of the week is not me. It's by one of my absolute favorite gospel artists. She is hopefully this year in 2024 she comes out with an album. But for right now, we're gonna get into her single, her latest single. This is Karen Clark Sheard, the first lady of the Church of God in Christ, with her latest single called "Send It On." Let's get into it. "Send It On." Second extra song of the week on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we're talking to our guest, Sister Teresa Hillary. And you guys, during the countdown, I always tell people how I met my guest. I've been knowing this woman at church. She's been volunteering because we have a breakfast ministry, and she's one of the volunteers of the breakfast ministry. One day I came up and she was serving. She was happily serving. I was like, wow. I was like, hi, what's your name? And then actually, I used to volunteer too. So every now and then I volunteer too. But she is steadily every Sunday. She comes up and she volunteers with the LA First United Methodist breakfast ministry. She volunteers happily. Then she goes off and does her own church thing. We're not gonna get into that, but we're happy that she comes and helps us out. She's really one of the awesome women of God. And that ties into my next question. My next question is: you're a very religious woman. how is that going to affect your city council, your political status? How is that going to affect you, your
Well,
religion?
I wouldn't call
Or
myself.
will that affect you?
I wouldn't call myself religious. That's not.
Uh-huh.
I don't see myself as religious. I have a relationship with God. But
That's
that is a
right.
relationship, not a religion. So I'm not tied
Yeah.
to a particular religion. I'm not tied to a particular doctrine. I'm not tied to a particular church. God
Yeah.
is love, and I love people. So that's where I'm coming from. So I don't see a conflict at all. We are to love all people. We are to meet people where they are. We are to
Hmm.
not judge. We are to serve, and that's who I am. That doesn't. It's not going to affect me and who I am. And I think it's going to affect people in a good way because I'm coming from a good place. I'm coming from a pure place of love. And that's all I want to do. I just want to help people, help meet the needs of people, help get the resources that the city has and other
Hmm.
resources, county, state, federal resources into the hands of the
Hmm.
people to help them with their lives. And that's how
Wow.
I see it. Yeah.
Do you feel
I
like
think
your
it's a
background?
great
Go ahead.
it's a great thing. It's a great thing. It's a great thing because I'm coming from a place of love, and that's what God is. Is God is love.
That's right. That's right. That's right. What's your response to people who say that, oh, yeah, you don't have enough political experience to run for office? What's your response to that?
Well, when you say political experience, what are you talking about? You got to take a look at what does it take in terms of the skills, talents, and abilities, right? So when you talk about political experience, you're talking about communication, you're talking about negotiation, you talk about collaboration, talking about how to analyze policy, laws, how to put laws in place, analyze laws, right? How to pull
Yeah.
together programs and resources and pull to get people together, how to analyze an issue, how to harness the resources that you need, and how to apply. So I have all of that with my legal background, with my
Hmm.
public policy credential that I have from Harvard, with my community development experience and education experience, with my business background, with my outreach in community, just being out in the community. So I've never been in politics. I've never been in the
Hmm.
office, but I've
Hmm.
definitely worked on or had um, does have the skills and had worked on what I want to say, had the skills that are needed and actually had the task in other roles, if you will. So not on, I haven't been on any type of government position, but the positions I have can translate the skills and the position, the experiences that I have translate into politics, political politics.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
You guys want to
I've
talk
been
more
around.
to our guest?
I've been
Oh,
around.
go ahead.
I have, I'm sorry, I've been around. I have business acumen and also
Hmm.
I've been in corporations and corporations is very bureaucratic as well. Right. So I know how
Yes.
to work around the bureaucracy. It's the same thing with politics. So you have to be
Yes.
able to work and about relationships. So
Yes. Yes. You're right about that. You're right about that. But you guys, let's get back to this countdown. We're going to talk more to our guests. But you guys, the number nine song comes from Denny Goki with Corinne Hawthorne. This song is called "We All Need Jesus," which is the truth. Now let's get into it. The number nine song, Denny Goki with Corinne Hawthorne with "We All Need Jesus" on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a 3-0 for you. We did Danny Goki with Kareem Hawthorne with We All Need Jesus. Number 8 was Kanye West with Hurricane. And number 7 was Maverick City Music and Kirk Franklin featuring Naomi Rain and Chandler Moore with Kingdom. Now it's time to get into the Independent Song of the Week. Independent Song of the Week, I kind of wrestled with this because I'm like, oh, I don't want to give them too much, but I'm gonna give you guys another song from Return to the Love Room. Let's just do one of my favorite songs from Return to the Love Room. This song is called Love Again. It's with my very good friend Revolt, and this will be the third single from the album. So let's get into it. Love Again by me, the Independent Song of the Week on Big Old Style 20 Countdown. There you go. There you guys. We did that song "Love Again," and if you guys don't know, the album is going to be called "Return to the Love Room," coming out February 14th. I'm very excited. 25th album. I'm really, really excited about that, and it's an album about love. And as she said before, God is love, so that's why we're celebrating love. So, we're talking to our guest, Teresa T. Hillary. Teresa, man, you're doing a lot. You've done a lot. Wow. What's your favorite thing? You've done law. You're on so many councils. You're going to be running. You're running for city council. What's your most favorite thing that to do out of all the things that you've done and that you're going, that you plan on doing? What's your most favorite thing?
I think it is full circle. I love people. And you
Hmm.
see me at church, right? You see me serving
Yeah.
breakfast. You see me talking to people. I light up when I'm talking to people. I love people just from a genuine place. So anything that I'm doing that's touching the lives of people, that's what I enjoy to
Hmm.
do. That's what I enjoy doing is touching the lives of people, and helping people that really can't help me. You know how some people say, "Well, I'll help you," or they help people because they see that they can get something out of it. No, I don't
Yes.
care what I don't need to get anything out of helping people. I don't need to be acknowledged. I'm not looking for anybody to give me anything in return. I just want to help people. I really believe that God has called me for such a time as this. I believe there's a time and a
Yeah.
season for everything, and I believe
Yes.
it's coming full circle. So my
Yeah.
experience with community development, my experience with finances and banking, my experience with the law, and just my experience with just loving people in my own personal, time, is coming full circle. And it's very exciting, and I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. I'm looking forward to what God is going to do in the lives of people, all
Yeah.
people, for CD14, and not only for CD14, but in Los Angeles, not even in
Yes.
Los Angeles, California. And you know what? I really believe this too. I don't know how much
Hmm.
time you have, but I really believe this too. God wants to do something special in Skid Row. Whenever I
Yes.
travel, I love travel. As I love international travel. Whenever I
Yes.
travel, I always tend to end up in areas where they have unhoused people, and they
Mm.
know what's going on in Skid Row. They know a lot about Skid Row. They're watching Skid Row. So imagine if we transform Skid Row, the
Mm.
impact that will have on not just the nation, but all around the world. I mean,
Yeah.
there's something miraculous that can happen in Skid Row. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
it's I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it because it can be transformative not only for LA or California, but around the nation, around the world, because people are watching. People are
I
watching.
I agree with
People are
you.
watching.
I definitely
So
agree with you. Definitely agree
yeah,
with you. I'm with you on that, sister. I'm definitely with you on that. But
so
we're
pray.
gonna
So
talk.
be in prayer for me.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, be in prayer for me. Be prayer for put me on your prayer.
I'm definitely praying for you. I'm definitely praying for you, and I'm definitely. I know that you're gonna make it, man. I know you're gonna do it. I'm speaking that of faith into your life. I'm speaking that
Amen.
you're gonna make it. I'm speaking it. I'm speaking
Amen.
it as though it was, though it's not. As the scripture says. But you guys, let's get back in this countdown. The number 6 song comes from Zacardi Cortez. This song is called "Lord, Do It For Me," live in Memphis. Let's get into it. "Lord, Do It For Me" by Zacardi Cortez. Number 6 Cortez on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 5 song, Elevation Worship, with featuring Chandler Moore and Tiffany Hudson. That song was called More Than Able. Now it's time to get into old school jam of the week. And you guys, this episode is going to be airing January 11th. And January 11th is one of my absolute favorite singers. She's actually my third or fourth favorite. She's one of my fourth favorite female singers. But today is the awesome Mary J. Blige's 52nd birthday. And you guys, we're gonna go to the old school jam. One of my old favorite from my first album. This song was called "Love No Limit Remix." Let's get into it. The "Love No Limit Remix" by Mary J. Blige, the old school jam of the week on Big Old Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, yo, that was the awesome. Don't you look no more, love without a limit. You said I'm loving you every day. I had to do that. I had to do that. I know it's not gospel, but I like that song. Happy birthday, Mary. Um, we're talking to our guest, Teresa. Usually we get into people's business, but I respect you as a woman of God, so I'm not gonna get into your business.
No, look, don't put me on that pedestal. I'm not holier than thou. So don't put me there. Okay. Do not do that to me. I'm not that. I'm not
I'm
that
gonna
at all. I just
okay,
love God. And
okay.
I try and live the best I can, according to the word, but don't put me there. Uh-uh.
Okay, I'm not. I'm not. All right. I'm gonna go ask you that, but I'm gonna
But I
answer
do appreciate, but I do appreciate the respect. I do appreciate the respect. Just as a woman, I appreciate the respect. So thank you.
You're welcome. But we are going to ask you to do like a 1 minute inspiration. Say something inspirational to somebody who really needs to hear something inspirational. Right now, I'm going to give you 1 minute.
You know, I say dare to dream because I have dreams and I'm following dreams. Dare to have, if you have an oh my God dream or oh my God type of goal, go for it. Trust God. If you know God, trust God. He will be there for you. He will provide for you. He will give you the inspiration. He will give you the motivation. He will give you the talent, skills, and abilities. He will bring people across your path who are there to help you, to support you, whatever you need. He will be there. So I'm saying just dare to dream. Don't be afraid to move
Mhm.
forward and do what God has called you to do in life and ministry. I'm saying God because that's the language, but whatever your heart is telling you what to do, fear not. Move forward with it. Whether it's if you want to go back to school, go back to school. I went back to school when I was in my 30s. I went back,
Wow,
so it's never too late to go back to school. Go back to
that's right.
school. Don't allow money or the lack of money hold you back. I tell you, when you start moving forward, the resources
Mhm.
will be there when you need them to be there. So fear not, fear not. Do what your heart is telling you to do without fear. So that would be
That's
my
right.
inspiration. Go
That's
for it.
right. That's awesome. That's awesome inspiration. That's awesome inspiration, sister. You guys, it's time to get back in this countdown for the sake of time. The number four song comes from Maverick City Music, Kurt Franklin featuring Brandon Lane and Chandler Moore. This song is called "Fear Is Not in My Future." Let's get into it. "Fear Is Not in My Future," the number four song on the Gold Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did a three in a row for you. We did Maverick City Music and Kurt Franklin featuring Brandon Lake and Chandler Moore. Fear is Not in My Future is number four. Number three was Crowder and Dante Bowie featuring Maverick City Music. God Really Loves Us. Number two was another one by my girl, the CC Winans with Goodness of God. And the number one, now it's time to get to that was the number two song. The number one, now it's time to get to the number one song. The number one song is wow. It's really one awesome, 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 awesome song. It's number one. It was number one for like about I don't know how many weeks during this year of 2020, during the year of 2023. We're in 2024 now, and wow, this is really great songs by Elevation Music, Elevation Worship, and Maverick City Music, featuring Chandler Moore and Naomi Rain. This song is simply titled Gyra. Let's get into it. Gyra by Elevation Worship, Maverick City Music featuring Chandler Moore and Naomi Rain on the Gold Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number one song. It's time. Teresa, how can people reach you?
You can reach me by my Instagram, vote for Teresa Y. Hillary. You can also reach me on the Facebook, which is teresayhillary.com. That's my website. So the website and also
Mhm.
I'm on Instagram,
When is the election?
teresayhillary.com. So let me spell it
Hmm.
TeresaYHillery.com. And then it's vote for Teresa Y. Hillary. That's the Instagram.
When is the election going to be?
March the 5th is the primary. So March the
Oh,
5th.
okay.
If you are not registered, please get registered. I mean, people died to have the right to vote. So don't sit at home thinking that your vote doesn't matter. It does matter. People who try and keep you from voting know
Hmm.
that your voice counts and your voice is your vote. So don't stay home. Vote. If you're not registered, please get registered today. It's easy to do. You can actually go online and get registered, but please do it
That's right.
today. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to the community to vote and let your voice be heard.
That's right. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to our guest, Miss Teresa Hillary. Also, thank you to the my listeners who've been holding me down. This is season number 8. This is our 297th show. Thank you all for holding me down. Also, thank you for the stations that are carrying us. The Block FM, SoCal Radio, and recently reunited with the one that started it all, Kill Radio. Thank you so much to them. Also, thank you so much to the Podcast Awards. We won 2 awards back in September. Thank you so much. And also, thank you to everyone, man. You all just been so wonderful to me. And if you all want to reach me, you can reach me at www.linktree.com/OLUSHEYI dot banjo. And you can find our show on here, my music videos, including my brand new music video that premiered 11 days ago, "Living for Love," and everything. Thank you all so much. And we always end this with a gospel song, but we've been playing gospel songs all countdown. So we're going to end this with one of my favorite gospel songs by Mary J. Blige. She has a song called "Testimony." Let's get into it. "Testimony" by Mary J. Blige. May God bless you. May God keep you until we meet again. And I'm trying to end this.